Yo, what's going on, boys? It's me, Daily Tactics here, back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, and we have, I wouldn't say a micro battle, but certainly like a smaller scale battle than we're used to. So essentially over here, Commander Cody is defending a Republic armory built into this mountainside, and being defended inside of a valley area. Really cool map, by the way. I really dig this map. So the 212th, then the 2nd Airborne are defending here with tons and tons of troopers, tons of cannons, tons of everything. It is the Armory after all, so they're gonna have some serious firepower. And they've got, you know, forward positions here with sandbags. They've got free roaming troopers. They got it all, man. This is a well-defended area for sure. But the battle droid army is going to be attacking with a pretty sizable force themselves. They've got super battle droids, they've got standard B1 battle droids, and they have one AAT tank here. So they're going to be doing an onslaught against the Republic armory, trying to take it over, and Commander Cody, along with Waxer and Boyle actually over here behind him, are going to be trying to defend it. We'll see if they manage to achieve a defense here. It's going to be pretty tough. They don't have too many clone troopers, but they do have some nice choke points. They've got some big guns, and they've got the willpower, man. They've got the fighting spirit, baby. So yeah, guys, without further ado, we'll get it going. Be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below what you'd like to see next, and subscribe if you haven't already. It means a lot to me if you do that. Either way, guys, let's get right on into it here. Alrighty then, guys, let's get right on into it here. Going in slow-mo for the first bit here, and droids begin instantly firing at the clone troopers with wrist rockets coming out of the super battle droids. Ooh, watch out for those, boys. Watch those wrist rockets. They are absolutely devastating, taking out an entire 212 squad out here right off the bat. That is not a good way to start off a battle, clones. Oh, I feel kind of bad now. That's really rough. The remaining clone troopers are trying their best to get out as much fire as possible. Morale is probably low at this point, having watched all of those soldiers go down instantly. I mean, you must instantly go, oh man, things are not looking good. Things are not looking good at all. I'm seeing a few clone trooper rocket launchers going off and missing the droids out here. That's sad to see. Oh, some sort of a thing just shot that canyon wall. Okay, I don't know what that was, but it was big and it was a large explosion. Oh, more wrist rockets taking out more clone troopers. It is an all-out slaughter right now, boys. I hate to see it. You guys know the 212th is, of course, my favorite clone trooper legion, so seeing the boys out here dying is pretty devastating. In fact, almost all of my Star Wars favorites come from the 212. My favorite clone commander is Commander Cody, my favorite Jedi is Obi-Wan, and my favorite side characters are Waxer and Boyle. I have a huge 212 bias, so, you know, this is a little painful right now. This is a little painful seeing the boys going down so harshly. A lot of the 212 troopers retreating backwards towards the armory. I don't blame them, man. This is really rough right now. Now is not the time for last stand defenses. You run back there and you fortify the armory, man. There's no point in going down up here. But you know what? There does have to be a few troopers holding out in the front line so the guys retreating can make it back. A distraction, if you will. And it seems like these fellas are the brave boys who are in charge of that distraction. And they are pouring fire into these droids. I'm surprised they're not completely suppressed yet. They are, you know, still getting some shots off and hopefully getting a few kills here and there. It's pretty beautiful. BEA, beautiful, boys. More wrist rockets coming on in. How have these supers not gone down yet? Clones, you do have bazooka troopers. You do have small arms fire. It doesn't take that much to take out these super battle droids. You just have to focus in on them to take them out. Oh, that clone right there just got absolutely headshot by that droid from close range, point blank range, if you will. That was pretty brutal right there, man. Oh, it's a little painful to see my boys going down so hard. It is an absolute slaughter for the clone troopers at the moment. But you gotta admire kind of how beautiful it is. There's something about this map with sort of the leveled look to it with the rises from the rocks. You just get this sense of fullness from the battle and all-out chaos and whatnot, and yet there's still plenty of cover for both sides too. This is one of those very special maps in Men of War that you rarely get, where it's like, it is so well built and so well designed that any battle in it looks cool, and you know, at the same time, it's not completely bogged down by the AI being derpy because it's a pretty open path in general, you know? So I gotta say, I'm a big fan of this map. I think it's really cool. And this is the first time we've ever used it, which is kind of impressive. You know, there's a lot of actually new maps coming out for Star Wars Galaxy at War still that we are just now being sort of brought into. We're just now discovering them, or at least I am. I'm sure many other people have already discovered these maps, but you know, it's kind of exciting to get that kind of new content on an old mod. That's really, really nice. More wrist rockets, still taking out these clones. I did see a few mortars landing, so I'm wondering if these things are going off or if that's my imagination. Yep, they are definitely going off. Let's see if we can watch. Oh, that looks baller, dude. That looks really, really sick. I dig this. Oh, wait, I want to see it in normal speed here. Launch another couple, boys. Launch another couple. Give them heck. Give them heck, boys. Oh, it's beautiful. The back defense is not quite coming into play fully yet. You know, the machine guns aren't really rounding off. The droids, I think, are still out of range, but we are seeing a lot of mortar shells landing over here. Looks like they might have killed a few droids, which is good to see. Just not too much damage as of yet. Tree getting felled over here. I imagine that was either a wrist rocket or the AAT tank. Yeah, the AAT tank has positioned itself very strangely with its back facing the clones, which is weird because that's one of the most vulnerable parts of an AAT tank is the back. That spells true for most tanks. You know, the back is where the least armor is and where the engine typically is, so tanks are most vulnerable over there. And yet the AAT is like flaunting it like, hey, I challenge you to take me out even when I'm at most vulnerable. I'm honestly surprised that thing is still alive after this period of time. The clones had a lot of rocket troopers to deal with that thing and take it out, and yet none of them really managed to step up to the plate and do it. So I'm kind of ashamed that the clones didn't manage to take that thing out. And it is still just absolutely ravaging the clone trooper lines. The very back armory is still firing away though, which is good. And in fact, the big boy turret here, the anti-infantry gun, is starting to peel out some shots, take out some droids off in the distance. That's good to see. You know, we're going to need these big guns rounding off as much as possible. Of course, the mortar's still doing some pretty deadly damage here, which is good to see as well. Come on, boys. I believe in you. You can hold. By the way, I have no idea what happened to Cody, Waxer, and Boyle during this battle. They were on free move mode. Oh, there's Cody. Cody's still good. My boy. My boy Codester. Way to go, Chief. Okay, I don't know where Waxer and Boyle is, but it's good to see that Cody's still alive. There's actually a bunch of clones still alive in these rocky areas, taking out droid after droid. Hey-o, boys. Good positioning right there. Nice little sneak attack, and they're getting supported from the back, but it's not enough because they do end up going down. Big AAT shot. Takes out a plethora of the clone trooper defenses in the way back here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Boys. All right. Boys, someone here, mortar, start targeting that thing. Come on, fellas, y'all gotta take this thing out. Here, I'm gonna start pouring fire in it. We gotta take this thing out, boys. It doesn't take that much. It just takes a little bit of fire, boys. Someone get on that gun. Someone get on that gun and start pouring fire into that AAT. I demand this AAT goes down because I want to see an infantry fight at the armory, not a tank fight. Oh, it's impossible. Come on. Someone's got to be able to do it. Someone's got to manage it. Rambo, pour fire into that bad Larry. Oh, we're out of ammo. Oh my god, how is this thing not down yet? Oh my god, oh my goodness. Oh, that turret's completely dead now. Oh, it's just up to the mortars and a few infantry troopers to make this thing happen. And I don't think they got it. That AAT never got shot at by bazookas during the entirety of this battle. It is unbelievably surprising that the clones never took that thing out. It's really disappointing, honestly. Really, really disappointing there. Oh, the rest of the clones, though, they're still putting up the good fight. The mortar's still rounding off, which is good to see. Those things are the most powerful weapons they've got currently, so they better stay alive for the duration here. I have to say, I think the jig is up. I think the jig is up, but we can only hope that the clones just get a few more kills here. Oh, the mortar's still clapping. Still thundering out some fire, but the droids are getting awfully close now. The last few remaining clones. Oh, there's Boyle. There's still clones way back here. What are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? Oh, they're firing away still. They're getting some good shots off. I like to see it. Hey, man, those mortars still doing some work, too. I'm just saying, at least the clones are going out with a bang here, baby. I really think the clones would have had it if that AAT did not exist. If that AAT was not present, I think these clones would have definitely had it. But that is the end of the Armory battle right there, fellas. And the droids have a triumphant victory. Okay, the AAT got 39 kills. That is ridiculous. Alright, yellow are dead clone troopers, red are dead droids. Real sad display here for the clone troopers. It's pretty depressing to see them go down so hard. Okay, it wasn't that depressing of a display. They did pretty well, but like that AAT though. That AAT though. You know what? You know what? Let's roll it back. All right, guys. I'm pressing start again. This time, the only change to the battlefield is that there is no AAT. There are still super battle droids. There are still the same number of droids, same number of clones, all that good stuff. Just no AAT tank involved. And we'll see how much of a difference that will make in this battle. I decided the video was pretty short. It was only like 12 minutes or something like that. And, you know, if we're doing Men of War, I like to give you guys lengthier videos and stuff like that. So why not? You know, it's fun. It's a good map, I think, and I don't mind doing it a second time just for the heck of it, man. It's a fun map. I like it. So if you don't like it, just don't watch. It's cool. But I think people enjoy having a little extra content out there for our daily video. Yeah, I mean, a lot more droids we can see are going down here. The clones are still getting pushed back pretty harshly, but it does seem like they're holding out a little bit better, especially in the back lines. You know, those big AAT booming fires aren't hitting them nearly as devastatingly. Also, the mortar's starting to gear up again and get some good fire out, hitting the droids. Seems like their limit is like right about there is where they can start firing at, and past that is no good. So if the droids just stay this far back in the battlefield, they'll be okay. I do have to say, though, the super battle droids are still pretty devastating to the clone troopers. Despite there being no AAT, these guys' wrist rockets are pretty harsh, man. They're pretty strong, so you know, it's not like the super battle droids weren't doing anything in the first battle and the AAT was the only problem for the clones. But I do feel like the AAT, in such a close range situation here, it should have been taken out. So I don't understand why the clones weren't fixating on that thing and taking it out as quickly as possible. That's what I don't understand. Either way, the clones still losing ground pretty steadily here, so maybe the clones will just straight up lose this battle anyway. But what I think will really come into play is the back defenses will be alive for much longer, and this will be a much better last stand defense for the clone troopers, where they could in fact win, because the AAT single-handedly destroyed all of these defenses back here, and that's where the clones completely lost the battle in the first one. So I think that might be where we get to see the clone victory here. Who knows, maybe the droids still manage to do this pretty easily, but my money is on the clones actually managing to hold at the very back line there. Yeah, these mortars, man, they are devastating. They are still clapping some serious droid cheeks. All right, I'm taking a sip of water, boys. Delicious. Be a hydro homie, fellas. Be a hydro homie. Now hydration is more important than ever, baby. More important than ever. I do like this little stone clone like statue. That thing's wild. It's kind of sick. I really like that. I don't know where it came from in the game. I've never seen that before, but like, it's pretty dope. These clones underneath this rock face, man, even last battle they were doing awesome, and this battle they are too. They did just get wiped out the second I mentioned them, but before that they were getting a lot of grenades and a lot of fire off, so good for them, you know? They're making things happen for the Republic, baby. The whole 212th is making things happen for the Republic, baby. And it's good to see that these backlines are actually managing to get fire off at this point, whereas the last battle they did not in the slightest, which was kind of depressing. So like, I am digging the fact that we're getting to see this, you know, in action as opposed to before, where we didn't. So this is kind of nice. I dig this. I dig this a lot. Very epic. Very, very epic. Love to see. Ja. Look at them. They're just rounding off fire, baby. Absolutely nutso. Absolutely insane. Alright, and the droid assault is slowing, in fact. I don't think they have any more super battle droids, so that's a good sign for the clone troopers. I'm telling you, I think this could end up being a clone trooper victory here. They're clapping. they're making the big comeback here this time around. The droids, they don't know what to do with themselves now that the clones are actually fighting back. In fact, some of the retreating clone troopers are going forward again. That shows that the AI believes, you know, they could have a victory under their hands here. Although those guys did die, so that's not great. Oh, there's Commander Cody's dead body. The Codester. No. Poor dude. Codaroonie. He's gone, baby. He's gone. There are a few losses in the very back lines. Well, actually, it's just this gun. I don't know what was so special about this gun for it to go down so early, but everyone else is fine, so I don't know. Maybe it was targeted for whatever reason by the droids. Still don't understand that fully. This big anti-infantry gun, pretty devastating, man. This used to be like one of the most powerful guns in the entire mod. It did get nerfed. I think it used to like one-shot kill, actually. But yeah, it got nerfed pretty heavily in an update a while back, so it is no longer as powerful as it once was, but it's still pretty good. I mean, it does rapid fire really well and can eliminate droids pretty quickly, but that's the point of it. It's supposed to be a powerful gun, but whereas before it might have been a little too powerful. It was just like raking in the kills instantly before, but now it's a little bit more under range. It's you know, more manageable, I would definitely say. So that's a good thing. It's a good thing. The last few droids here going down. I have to say this is probably going to be a clone Dubsky here. No doubt at all. No doubt about it, baby. No doubt about it. Alright. Things are sort of slowing down here. A few more clones actually coming forward again. Wait, was that Waxer or Boyle? No, it's not. Wonder where those lads are. Oh, is that one of them? Yeah, that is. I think that's Waxer. I don't know where Boyle is. We know Cody bit the dust. Where's our boys at? Where are boys at, boys? Still a few more droids attacking. Oh, battlefield goes quiet there. Still more mortars pounding. You can't really have a quiet battlefield when there are mortars because they can just shoot behind cover anytime they want. So it's like a little bit less possible to have sort of silent moments in the battle with constant fire coming in from mortar shells. Alright, let's eat the last few droids forward a little bit. They're being a little bit cowardly here. Come on, lads, keep the charge going. Keep her going. Last hoorah, baby. Oh, they're actually getting a few more clone kills. A little bit. And then they retreat back. Why'd you guys retreat back? What was that? Oh, the mortar is just decimating them, man. It's just coming in hot and just absolutely annihilating these boys. Gotta say, that mortar coming in clutch for the clone boys. Also, this position here during both battles, really powerful. One of them, they don't have that many kills actually. Never mind. I guess I thought they were more powerful than they were. That's okay. I mean, the back lines here, the most powerful. The mortar. Yeah. So clearly, this is gonna be a clone victory here. There's one squad of droids left. Let's just yeet them on forward here. Let's just yeet them. Why not? Yeah. The clones won the second battle without a doubt. They've got so many troopers left. But the first battle with the AAT, it made all the difference, man. It really did make all the difference. That's crazy. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to comment down below if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, we can check out losses actually real quick. Why not? Let's do that. Yellow are dead clones, red are dead droids. Yeah, I mean, huge losses for both sides, I gotta say. So still a pretty devastating battle overall, but different outcomes depending on who has a tank or not. That's kind of crazy, actually. Either way, guys, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below what you think, what you'd like to see next. Subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video. It means a lot to me. Thanks, guys. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.